The 25th of July movement has called on Saied to freeze the accounts of the UGTT as the wrestling for power intensifies between Saied and the UGTT. The problem between the two is a simple one. The UGTT backed Saied's coup wholeheartedly, and they still do. However, they expected that Saied would hand over power to them to dictate proceedings, as they did in 2014 when they rode the momentum of Sisi's coup in Egypt to topple al-Nahdha's government. Instead, Saied has seized all power for himself. When the UGTT insisted that he at least share by letting them in on the decision-making process, Saied not only ignored them, but proceeded to infiltrate the UGTT by getting his allies to successfully take over the Farmers' Union, and then got his loyalists to challenge the re-election of UGTT Secretary General Nuruddin Tabboubi in the courts, which ruled that his re-election was a violation of the procedures of the UGTT itself. In other words, not only has Saied ignored them, but now he's seeking to subjugate them. And because Tunisians are aware that this is entirely a fallout over power rather than rights or democracy or the like, there has been a general apathy to their cause. Their general strike in June had little impact on Saied. Their protest in 8 different cities a few days ago was met by Saied expelling their European ally from Tunisia and plans to freeze their bank accounts. And Saied knows that momentum is on his side. Biden now recognizes the legitimacy of his coup after recognizing the orchestrated elections that he held that saw the second lowest turnout in world democracy. Saied has ramped up arrests. He has now jailed former prime ministers, activists, MPs, lawyers, and secured verdicts from military courts. More than that, Saied is dragging Ghannouchi, the democratically elected speaker of the elected parliament, which Saied toppled in his coup, through charges of terrorism, with Ghannouchi appearing before a court this week. More than that, Qatar has sent a special envoy with a handwritten letter to Saied personally offering investments. It's not clear what the exchange is, one can only speculate. However, given Qatar reconciled with Sisi without securing the release of any of its Egyptian allies, it may well be the letter is offering investments in exchange for Saied at least keeping Qatar's name out of his crackdown on al-Nahdha. In other words, it's almost an acknowledgement that something bad is about to happen.